Hey everyone, Clay from Brooklyn, Football with the Fellas. It's all about Big Blue, here with the NFC East report for this week. So, as you probably know, the Giants are playing the Saints. The Saints are bringing their 4-8 record into MetLife Stadium to face our 2-10 Giants. That's the 1 o'clock game on Sunday, and Mazo and I have already talked about that game quite a bit. So I'm not going to dwell on that one right now, but I will talk about the rest of the games. Well, the next thing to know is that the Commanders have their bye week this week, so there is no Commanders game this week. And the Panthers are coming into Philly to play the Eagles. The Panthers bring their 3-9 record in to face the Eagles, who are 10-2 and on a roll and look like a dominant team. Don't get me started. The Panthers come in with the 30th ranked offense. They're scoring 18 points a game, and the 32nd dead last ranked defense. They're giving up 30 and a half points a game. So the Panthers aren't good on offense or defense. On the other hand, the Eagles are 8th in the league in points scored. They're averaging 26.7 points per game, and they're 4th in the league in points allowed, only giving up 18 points a game. So just from those, obviously that doesn't mean that the Eagles are going to win, but just from those numbers, you would probably think the Eagles are going to be heavily favored, and they are. The Panthers have a couple of injuries, not a long list. Robert Hunt, the right guard, who I wanted to sign in the offseason, but the Panthers beat us to him, is questionable, as is rookie tight end Jatavian Sanders. Jadeveon Clowney and Caleb Farley are also questionable for the game. Have had limited or no practice this week. For the Eagles, they have a slightly longer list. Safeties Reed Blankenship and Sidney Brown both have not practiced this week and are listed as questionable, as is tight end Dallas Goedert and punt returner Britton Covey. I guess it's not a longer list, but it seems like there's more people who are key to their success. However, again, they have such a much better team and are on a roll. I don't think they're going to have any problem with the Panthers. Of course, I'm rooting for the Panthers. First of all, I hate the Eagles. And second of all, the Panthers are fairly close to us in the draft order, and I'd like them to put in a couple more wins before the year's over so that we have some breathing room. Okay, the Monday night football game is the Bengals with their 4-8 record. Very disappointing year for them so far. Going into Dallas to face the Cowboys with their 5-7 record, which is kind of disappointing for them as well, but makes me happy. The Bengals come in with the 5th ranked offense. They're scoring 28 points a game, just under 28 points a game, but the 31st next to last ranked defense. They're giving up 28 points a game, just over 28 points a game. Dallas comes in with the 21st ranked offense. They're averaging 20.7 points a game, and the 29th ranked defense, they're giving up 28.3 points a game. They're pretty much tied with Cincinnati as far as points allowed. Neither of them is doing particularly well on defense this year. As far as injuries, the questionable players for the Bengals are tackle Orlando Brown and tackle Amarius Mims. Both of their tackles are listed as questionable, and perhaps more importantly, Jamar Chase is listed as questionable, but so is inside linebacker Logan Wilson. So they've got some pretty significant injury concerns this week. So let's see how many of those people actually play. For the Cowboys, cornerback Trayvon Diggs, tackle Tyler Guyton, all-worlds wide receiver CeeDee Lamb, future Hall of Fame guard Zach Martin, and rookie DeMarvion Overshown, the linebacker who had that pick 6 against us last week, are all listed as questionable. So Dallas has a pretty extensive injury list as well. So who knows? It's a Monday Night Football game. Dallas is obviously, Dak is out for the season, so their offense probably isn't going to be great. But if there's ever going to be a time when they can get right, it's against the 31st ranked defense. So, we'll see. This could be a shootout. In any event, so that's the NFC East report. Again, the Saints come in to play us. The Panthers travel to Philly to play the Eagles, and the Bengals travel to Dallas to play the Cowboys. And Washington has a bye. So now I want to talk about the trivia question. So last week's trivia question was, what former New York Giants or current New York Giants are the 3 Giants with the most interceptions as Giants? 3 defensive backs. They don't necessarily have to be defensive backs, but they are, with the most interceptions as Giants. And the answer is the 3rd ranked defensive back with 41 interceptions is Carl Spider Lockhart. Some of you probably know that the reason I'm a Giants fan for life is because of Carl Spider Lockhart, who worked in the National Guard with my dad back in the 1960s and was actually my sister Heather's godfather. and used to come over to our house for Thanksgiving. So I'm a Giants fan since 1965 when he got drafted when I was 6 years old, because I knew a Giant, and who knows a Giant when they're 6 years old, but I did. So he is third on the list, which is why I went down to 3, so I could mention him with 41 interceptions. Second on the list is Jimmy Patton with 52 interceptions. And first on the list, perhaps you knew, is Emlyn Tunnell with 74 interceptions. So there you have it. That's the answer to the trivia question from last week. And this week's trivia question is, for some reason, I'm once again having difficulty showing it to you, so I'll just read it to you. Trivia question this week is, which NFL wide receiver holds the record for the highest career yards per catch average? So again, which NFL wide receiver holds the record for the highest yards per catch in his career? So if you know that, please put it in the comments. Please like, share, subscribe, all those good things. We'd love to hear what you think about the trivia question and about the Giants and about the NFC East. Check us out. Again, Clay from Brooklyn, Football with the Fellas. It's all about Big Blue, and I'm out.
Big shout out to El Marquis Productions, the talent behind the music and production here at Football with the Fellas. It's all about Big Blue. Their beats bring energy and excitement to every episode. El Marquis' skills in mixing, mastering, and creating top quality sound make the podcast come alive each week. For your own projects, check out elmarquisproductions.com and take your sound to the next level.